Hey everyone, and welcome back to my valley. My name is Lisa, and I've got a bit of a different video for you today. I need to clear out some clutter because I'm running out of item spaces. I mean, it's not awful, but that's the highest I've been in a while. So I'm going to go through and show you what I'm going to do to try to get that number down in case you need to do the same thing. First off, I figured out that these things count as your part of your items. So like the bones and the rocks and all of that stuff. So I need to finish clearing all that out as I go. See, like, what was I at? 2838. So now when we get rid of this guy, it should go down by 1. But what I'm wondering, maybe someone knows the answer, is that if you get rid of all of those things, 2837 now. If you get rid of those things and you build everything else up, do they stop spawning? I was just thinking about that. But it's another reason to do that every day, I guess, to clear everything out. So the other thing that I was thinking of doing is going to all the biomes that I'm not like actively building in and just like clean them up, like of rocks and things like that. I also know that like the plants that spawn every day count as well, so that's another good reason to pick up wood and plants and all the herbs and spices and whatnot. So this is one area that I don't really do much. Actually, I wonder if the night thorns might count as well. I'll check in a minute because I got a bunch up here. So yeah, because I don't really have a whole lot up here, I'm going to clear some stuff out of here. I still have some pumpkins from Halloween. Eventually I am going to decorate up here as Halloween all the time. I'm going to delete some of these ferns because they're not really necessary. I think I had just left them because I couldn't be bothered to move them. Because I'm just not up here that much. I did delete all the trees so that all my wood would spawn around these 3. I'll go ahead and delete this Halloween tree as well. What's that? Just a piece. Oh, it was a weird angle. It's the mining, the mining vein. I wish that you could move. Maybe you can. Did I not? Okay, that's interesting. It's acting like, for a second it acted like I could move this. I can move that. What? I did not know that. Okay, so is that going to show up in my things I can build with now? If I remove that? But why can't you move these? Interesting. Well, I'm gonna remove it and see what happens. I'm gonna check. Furniture. Wonder what that would be under. Miscellaneous, perhaps. I don't see it. Hopefully I didn't just delete it forever. I guess I could just go to all. Usually it throws it at the end if it's new. So much stuff you can only use indoors. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That'd be sad if I can't use it anymore. It was actually kind of neat. I'll be an example to you to not delete your little brick wall. Yeah, I don't see it, so I might have just gotten rid of it on accident. Or it's in rocks. Is it in rocks? Nope. I don't know what that was, but I just got rid of it. How funny. Alright, we'll go back up. And We got a log here we can get rid of. Another fern. I'm just interested to see how low I can make my count because I really want to get the whole valley done. But with that limit, it's really difficult. I'm going to keep this guy. He looks like he belongs here. And I'm going to keep my scar cage. That's where I put him when I'm harvesting. Okay, I think that's like all the stuff that I can pick up myself. I'll come and get the wood up here. Oh wait, more ferns. Remove these guys. There's another. Okay. Then I'll have to come up here and like pick things up by hand. This area I finished decorating, so I'm not going to like delete anything here unless I absolutely have to. This area I just moved Merlin out of, so I'm gonna remove everything that was here while I decide what I'm doing with my plaza now that I've sort of dismantled it. Let's see. I'll have to pick all the gold up. I'm gonna go ahead and... This was another thing. I used a bunch of these rocks when I first started, and I like them a lot, and I like that you can run over these, but I'm gonna try to limit the amount that I use and not use them as like on the sides of the pathway. I'm just gonna use them like going up as a pathway of their own. So remove that. And we've got all these sticks and stuff still. If I pick up all the gold, that would be good. These are some ferns I can take away. Bush. I'm gonna leave the trees because I end up using all the trees, but I'll take the plaza trees out just in case. And I'm gonna figure something else out up here because I think I'm using too many of these bushes. Like I need to figure out bigger items to bulk up some spaces. So maybe I'll use the plaza hedge up here more. Not sure yet. I'm thinking on it. I moved the statue that was here, or fountain. I moved that down to the beach, so I've got to figure out what I'm doing here too. But other than that, I might remove this rock. This rock. And again, these little rocks. I might put some going up this way. But take these out. So the other area that I'm not building in actively is Frosted Heights. So I'll see what's up here. I moved a few things out of this area because I had started to try to figure out what I wanted to do up here, because I thought we could move this pillar, but until they fix that glitch, I'm just not gonna build up here, I don't think. So I might delete. Sorry, I've got to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Allergies. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do up here, but to save on space, I do think I am going to limit the amount of these that I use. I'm going to take out all the single lilies so that you get more bang for your buck when it's multiple. So that's still good and nice and glowing. Yeah, I think the rest we've got to do by hand up there. Here, I wonder what a fence counts as. Does it count as items? Let's see. No. That's good to know. Let's see. I don't have a ton in here. I already cleaned it out fairly well. This area, now that I moved my house, I might be redesigning too. So, but for now I'll leave it because I do still like it. But I stole Kristoff's stall from here, and I stole my house to move over into Sunlit Plateau. So there's my newest area, which is Merlin. And so this whole section is done, which I like a lot. So now I'm going to go down to the beach, which I also just finished redecorating. So there's not a whole lot down here other than the cleaning up the... Are those shells? I don't know. Coral? I think I ask that every time because I just don't know. It's probably coral. Yeah, so we've got those. I need to pick up those things. And then I have a tendency of leaving seeds laying around. So you should probably pick those up because I bet they count as an item. Let's see. I'm going to move a couple of these rocks here and then delete the rest of those because I do still like my swimming pool area up here. Alright. And I moved Mickey so I can delete some of this stuff here. Plaza hedge, his motorcycle. Gonna keep the lights around the pond, I think. Take that out. Take that rock away. Oops. I already took quite a few of these rocks out. I did decide to leave a few around the wishing well for now. This is another area that will likely be completely overhauled because I took the garden out and I took Mickey away and I took Donald's boat out of this pond. So the only thing left here is Remy and Remy's house. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. So it's probably going to end up being a redesign completely of the plaza and the meadow here. But I'm also toying with the idea of putting the big buildings in Frosted Heights. So I don't know yet. Alright, so I think the rest is like picking stuff up. I wonder how long... Well, okay. I'll go ahead and do my lily pad thing. I'm going to take away all the singles. We're starting at 2782, so remove that, remove that. We'll leave this double guy, remove that. Remove, bring over the double. I should be using more of the one that has a bunch. Remove, remove. Remove. And I have a lot of lily pads down by Maui as well, but I think I'm going to leave those. I like how it looks for now. But if I get to a point where I just absolutely can't build anymore because I've run out of space, then I'll have to revisit this. But this is what I'm doing for the first round of revisions. So I thought it might help for y'all to see that. Remove, remove, move that guy down. I really wish we could move that tree. I know it doesn't really make sense. I think I would put it... Oh, it's so big. I would probably put it in a corner somewhere. Like maybe over here, just out of the way. Because anytime I'm trying to do things, it just gets in the way. I'll move that one down. Maybe I'll keep that one, make it look a little more balanced. Okay. So these are all already the bigger ones. And then I might throw down a couple more of the large ones. Get that one there. there. Just so I can keep the same look without as many items. Darn tree. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll remove that one. Oh, it looks like I used a lot of singles in this area. Remove. That one can stay. Alright. And I'll move. I think I'll take that out. Move this up and try one of the large clusters and see how much space it takes. That works. I can still get to the fishing spot. So, okay. So I think I got rid of all of the singles up here, but I forgot to check in Frosted Heights, so I'm going to do that real fast. I'll turn it around. Huh. All my Frosted Heights ones are missing. Oh, maybe I deleted them before to make more room. Well, I'm going to put more down then, because I had bunches up here. It's not letting me put the large ones. Come on. Okay. How weird. It's like, I bet they are there and it's just not showing me. Okay, remove. Remove. Alright, I'm going to get out of this mode and go up there and check, because I need to clean up some stuff anyhow. Oh no. This happened earlier. I had to completely shut out the game and I don't know what it will have saved. So I might have to record this one later. Alright, I think it actually saved it. So we're good. Now let's go to Frosted Heights. I really need to put that well in a place that, yeah, there's bunches up here, so it just wasn't showing them for some reason. So I'm going to take out the singular lilies here and see what number we landed on for those. So delete, or sorry, remove. It would be nice if delete worked for that. And remove. So we ended up at 2761. I think we were at 2780 something, so not bad, and I still get the same look with all the water lilies. So what did I just say? 2761. Now I'm gonna go delete all this stuff. Well, like pick all the things and hit all the rocks, and I'll probably speed this part up and then we'll see how much space we are left with. Okay, so I ran through Frosted Heights and here in the forest, and I just want to see what our item limit is now. 2679. So we had 2761 when I started. So that's quite a lot. And that's just 2 biomes. The only problem is that these things respawn. So you'd have to build pretty quick. And so I don't know. It's very difficult. Like, should I count these things toward my limit or just let them be? I think that I'm going to let them be and work my way up all the way to that cap and then build to it and then see if things respawn. Like, go through the valley when I get really low and then see if they respawn the next day once I've hit 3,000. I'm doing my best not to get that high, but now that I've still got to do Frosted Heights and Forgotten Lands, and I'm redoing the plaza. It's just like I'm gonna run out, so I've got to figure out ways to stretch. So I guess those are my main suggestions right now. Would be clear out some of this stuff and see if it helps you, but if they're not respawning for you ever, then that might be why, if you reached your limit. And then go through like the rocks and the trees and things like that you can just thin out a little bit but still make them look nice. That's why I would have so much more out here, like palm trees and even more rocks and things, but I just know that I'm gonna run out, so, and I want everything to look nice while I'm running through and playing. So eventually I might have to come through here and like take out some of these things, like things that I duplicate over and over and just make them look passable. Like over there by Maui, I might have to get rid of some of that stuff, but other than that, it's just like, and like I might thin out some of these lights. I like a lot of lights at night, so I've got a ton. So if you drop things on the ground a lot, like these seeds, make sure you pick them up. And things like this. These are an item, so. But maybe these weren't respawning. I bet they haven't been respawning because I stuck them all together. So that probably doesn't even count. That falls under the they'll respawn problem. So 2669 is what I'm at. So I cleared a couple hundred slots probably, but are half of those going to respawn? I would think that might actually be likely. So maybe later tonight when I come back in, I will see what the new number is and I'll be able to tell y'all before I put this video out. And then I might actually have to go through and like really think about how many bushes I want and take more of these kind of things away, which is very sad because that's what makes it feel complete to me when you've got all these clutter kind of things. But it is what it is until they change it. So I'm trying to make it work, but it's good to know that fences don't seem to count. So if I can figure out those sort of things that don't count as much and use those in my builds more, maybe it could look a little nicer. So that means I need to go farming more for dark wood like this because I love this fence, and more iron to build that brick fence. Just lots of things. So like this area looks pretty neat, but mainly because I have that fence behind it, so that helps pull it together. So do things like that. But like here I don't need 6 bushes. I just wanted to try to make a curved path, but if it's costing me item space, then that's not great. So I'm gonna redo all that. I'm just picking up a few more things so I can write down the final number and then jump back in here later and let y'all know how much it jumped. Oh yeah, these holes. Let's try to get rid of these holes. I forgot about that. I hit the wrong button. Let's grab a rug. Cover this sucker up. They do count toward your item limit, sadly. I really wish holes did not count. Alright, so what does that leave us at? 2634 is the new number. And I will jump in tonight and see how many things respawned. And then hopefully I can at least build one more area with that before I have to go back and declutter. Like the Merlin's area that I built last night I really like, but I filled it up pretty full with stuff, so, and small items, so I'm gonna have to like get more creative with big items to fill spaces. So yeah, I need to stop picking things up. I'm gonna mess up the count. So 2633 because I picked up a stick. Let me make sure sticks count while we're at it. 2641. So things have already started respawning. So you really don't have long at all. Alright, I'll jump back in. There will be no time lost for you, but I'll jump back in later and tell you how bad it is about the respawning. Alright, so I'm jumping back in here with the grand total after a night of not playing to see how much stuff respawned. We ended with 2,633 items, and now we've got 2,752. So quite a lot of respawning, and I only cleared out there's 2 biomes. So basically it's if you really, really need a few more slots to finish something, I guess you can pick up the flowers and all those things and try to build really fast, but they're coming back. There's nothing you can do about that, which is kind of frustrating, especially now because I love having the ice and stuff back, but now they're taking even more away from your item slots. But I guess that's incentive to get rid of those daily. They only at least come one time. But like all of these herbs and things and the flowers keep respawning throughout the day, which I don't understand exactly why the herbs do that. I honestly wish they weren't here at all. The herbs, I wish you had to plant them. I mean, we farm everything else. Why don't we farm herbs? We can have an herb garden. Come on. They should change that. That's a good change, right? So yeah, I guess I'm going to have to clear out more actual items to be able to effectively rebuild some of these areas. And I'm going to need to use more of these big things, so maybe I'll have lots of these topiary squares. And I don't know, man. It'll be okay. It's just slightly frustrating. But yeah, I'll have to like craft a bunch of these big gazebos and like more water towers and just things that take up space, I guess. But yeah, okay, that's it, I guess. Unless I hit up against that item limit while I'm playing, and I can see if the respawns like actually come back, or if it like takes away some things you already built to get them to come back. Like, I would love it if they just stopped spawning. I kind of would love it, but then I kind of wouldn't. It depends on which things don't come back. If it's like the new things that we just got back, like the bones and the ice and stuff. We'll see. This video might not even make it out to you guys, but I'm not sure because I didn't really land anywhere other than get rid of things like rocks and plants, some of these smaller plants that I don't know, that don't have as much impact on your final design to make room. And then when they increase our item limit, we can go in and fill in these areas. Because I don't want to keep dismantling everything. I want to land on like at least certain places that sort of stay the way that I set them up for a while. because that's fun to me. I want a complete valley. That is my goal. Yeah, that's it. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead. If you like this kind of thing, or more likely not this kind of thing, because I don't do this sort of video all that often, but if you like building videos and things like that, come on in. So, oh, and I do these every single day, so see you tomorrow.